This is our group that went to convention.
Hey, look at that.
I love this photo. And so of course we have Samantha, Rocky, Courtney, Lydia, Stephanie, Janet, and me. And we all had so much excitement happening leaving the Doterra convention. And we're like, let's get together and do this recap. So this is just as much for us as it is for you guys, because there's so much to learn and it's a little overwhelming, but we're all here to share with you our takeaways. Before we do that, I just want to share with you a couple quick things. If you think you want to go to convention after you hear us talk about it, it is going to be in 2022, September 14th through the 17th. And I want to do this at the top and I'll do it at the bottom as well. The tickets are super duper discounted. So the early bird registration is now through September 19th and it's only $139. You guys get a lot with this. I mean, let's talk about the swag we got really quick. We got a cool backpack. What else of the swag did you guys like?
Love the backpack, the sanitizer wipes.
Yeah, I like the little doTERRA holder with the oils that, it's just like a nice little.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they gave us a COVID test.
That was really cool.
They gave us an at-home COVID test in case we wanted to feel even safer.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, some of us took and nobody was positive when we got home.
We're all good. And they also gave us the OnGuard hand sanitizer. The little white.
That was another favorite.
And I think the bag in and of itself was just such a gift. Like if there was nothing in that bag, that would have been just such a nice gift.
I agree with you, Samantha, on that one. And I got a Citrus Bliss. I got a Citrus Bliss hand lotion in mine. So I don't know what was up with that, but I don't know if not everybody got that.
I think you were special. I think
you did. You got a special bag because I think you got 2 sprays too, or was that Lydia?
Yeah, I got two of the wipes.
Yeah,
2 boxes of the wipes.
Special bag.
Nice.
Yeah, God is good.
Amen. So you get some cool swag, and if you're extra lucky like Courtney, you get a little extra. But we also had this cool product experience where we got to try the smoothies, and we got to make the bath salts, like a big bag of bath salts.
That was one of my favorite
That was
parts.
really cool.
So a lot of cool stuff comes with this $139, plus the experience is epic. So we're going to share that with you in just a sec. And also stay tuned because there's a convention tour coming near you. And a lot of people are asking, what does that mean? That just means they take 3 days of convention and condense it down to just a couple of hours. But in the past, they have had the convention kits there, which are really, really discounted. We're going to talk about all the oils and all the products that came in those convention kits, but they will be available at a huge discount at these tours, as well as education. So check out this post-convention tour. You guys can actually use this little SKU here. I don't know if it works. Maybe somebody can try it, but you pull up your phone like you're about to take a picture.
Oh.
And you hold it up to this little code, this little bar right here. Oh, it worked on mine. Yeah, and it's going to pull up right here. And then it will bring you to the website of where that post-convention tour information is. So if you're watching this replay, you just pretend like you're going to take a photo, hold it up to that little SKU bar down there, and it will take you straight to that website. So definitely check that out. All right. I've got a couple other little updates or highlights that I'm going to share with you a little bit, but let's just jump into it, you guys. What were some of your guys' favorite takeaways from doTERRA? Steph, we're going to start with you.
Mine is always the same. It's the time that we get to spend together. And this year was a little different because we had the breakouts, but there was more and more information that you could do. But it's always the time that we have together, like before, getting there, lunch, after, talking about it. This was the first year that Lydia and I slept. Not only did we sleep apart from you guys, because we've always been together, we actually slept apart. And that was weird for us because we just like to be all mangled together. It's a big family thing. We're pack animals. So that's the between times. That's one of my favorite, always. What about you, Samantha?
I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh.
I really feel like I came to the convention and got something. I got what I intended, and then I got so much more just with the connections that I made. Like, it's such a team of amazing, beautiful women. And that was something that I was not expecting. And then also what was really nice, it was learning about how doTERRA sources from different countries and how they really don't like take from the land, but they create this sustainable oil where they're giving back to the country that they're, you know, sourcing the oil from. I thought that whole story was just beautiful, and it just makes me feel so much more in love with doTERRA and what they stand for.
Yes, girl, I agree with you. I think my favorite part too was, I mean, I had so many favorite parts. It was really cool to get to know everybody a lot better. Even Natalie, like I've known her. I mean, well, Rocky came and she's one of my best friends, but Natalie, I've only known for a few years, but I didn't know her that well. So it was really cool to just get to know her better on the car ride. Meeting Stephanie, I told her I was like, for some reason, avoiding her because sometimes new things and changes for me are just a challenge. So it was really fun getting to know her and her sister Lydia. Like Lydia's amazing. Like all the women, Samantha, y'all were just so fun, like laughing with you guys, crying with you guys, praying with you guys, learning with you guys. Like it just was, it did a lot for me. So that was really impactful. It was really cool learning about more of the heart of the company. Like Natalie kept telling me that. I'm like, girl, what do you mean? But really learning like just the integrity of the people who founded this, and just learning about the purity of the oils, which is something that I pray for, is purity in so many areas of my life. And so I just really felt like that was a confirmation for me that I was with the right company and using the right oils. Learning so much. It was fun doing all the DIY stuff. They had all the oils out. You can smell them. Like it was amazing being able to just purchase things right there and take it home with you. It's like, that's one of the best parts when you're like waiting for your oils and stuff. So it was just so many great experiences, very positive, enlightening trips. So I would recommend for anybody to go to doTERRA convention.
Love that. Thanks, Courtney. And it's true, the sisterhood, you know, in the world right now where there's so much division, for all of us to come together and, like Courtney said, pray together, cry together, laugh together, and have this experience together. It just felt so good. That felt so good. And of course, doTERRA is amazing. I love my highlights. I love that we can now say pharmaceutical grade lavender.
Yeah,
I love that doTERRA's, right, that they're working on getting these logistics down. It's all the doTERRA oils are pharmaceutical grade, but we can't say they're pharmaceutical grade because they're not approved, but they're going through the channels of getting each single oil approved to say it's pharmaceutical grade, which it's so important to use pure and potent pharmaceutical grade essential oils if you want those results. And I also love, and I know Stephanie's going to talk about it, that we can say pain and arthritis with the new deep blue sticks. So she's going to talk about that, but we can say that now. So right. I love that we have a little more freedom to speak the truth of what these oils can do. And of course, I absolutely love the Healing Hands Foundation, the Hope Foundation, that's ending human trafficking and giving hope to people that are healing from this. So I love that we ran a 5K and got to donate to that cause. So check out the Hope Foundation, and you guys donate at least $1 to the Healing Hands Foundation every single month, because it goes 100% of the proceeds goes to a really, really good cause. So Lydia, did you want to jump in and say your favorite or takeaway from doTERRA?
Sure. I think as you guys mentioned, all those things that you guys said, also, I think for me was the last day, some of the guest speakers that we had, listening to Sarah Blakely. She said a couple of things that really stuck with me, really stuck with me. And so did Edna Adna, the woman from Africa. She, just this is a phenomenal woman who has done so much for her country to bring healing to her country. She's like 90 plus years old, and this woman's like the Energizer Bunny, just going and going and going, bringing healing to her country. But she made it clear that women can do anything. And that's just something that's really near and dear to my heart, is the power that women have. And Sarah Blakely said when she went into business, she was told by the men in her life to prepare for war. And her response to that was, I'm not going to do my business like that. I'm not going to prepare for war. I'm going to be vulnerable. And I'm going to do it the feminine way. I'm going to do it the women's way. And she is the creator of Spanx, and they haven't had any kind of advertising for 16 years, and they're rocking everybody's world. So for me, it was a lot of confirmation on the sisterhood and how we need as women to support each other and do things the feminine way and wake
Yes.
up the world to the
Yes,
feminine
Lydia.
side so we can heal our freaking planet. Because
Yes.
if we don't do it, the female unconscious is going to wake up. And if we're not there to help her wake up in a good way, she's going to be pissed as hell and we're going to have to pay for it. So we need to help her wake up gently and clean up our shit and use our feminine power, not our feminine wiles, our feminine power to bring healing to our world.
Yes.
That's it.
Love it.
Amen.
That really stuck with me, Lydia. You told me that on the trip, and that I have really been meditating on that since I've been home. So I love that you brought that up for everybody listening.
Thank you.
Something really important that I learned the other day, right before we went, was that women succeed 85% more when they are together. When women are alone, they're not, it's much more, it's harder in our psyche to succeed. But when we have the power of each other, 85% more, we're going to be able to succeed. And that's, that's why when I am with my accountability group, I'm soaring, but when I'm not, I'm off. I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, we're designed, our brains as women, our brains are designed that way specifically. We absolutely do better and with a communal group with each other. Absolutely.
And something that Emily Wright said, and if you guys can watch the replay, watch her very last speech. Something that she said, there is a documentary out called Alone. And they take these like these guys that are in the military or Navy SEALs, like Marines, people that have been through a lot of psychological stuff. And they're strong guys, they're buff guys, they're fit, they're athletic, and they put them alone. And the person who can stay alone the longest wins $500,000. And she showed a picture of it and she said, they found food, they found shelter, but being alone was detrimental to their emotional health. And they started bowing out. She goes, there was a Marine, he only lasted 5 days. It was the pain of being alone that made him bow out. And like Lydia was saying, or all of you guys were saying, people coming together, we have strength in numbers. And I felt that. I felt so much love, so much connection, so much community. And hopefully next year we'll have even a bigger group so you guys can experience the sisterhood and experience like we are like all rising together to become more and to serve more people. So I love that you guys shared all that. So let's jump into the education on this freaking awesome Evolve box of goodies. We all are taking specific topics. So Courtney, can you text Rocky and see if she's joining us?
Yeah. No
Okay.
problem.
And then, and we'll just jump into,
I have one of my OnGuard chewables.
well, since you got it out, do you just want to kick it off and talk about that? What is that chewable? Are you talking about that, Courtney?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, okay, go for it,
I am
girl.
talking about the chewables. So I was a little like, I don't really know about these at first. I love anything OnGuard, that's for sure. Because OnGuard is just amazing for immune support and also protection. Energetically as well as physically. But these tablets have extra micronutrients as well as vitamins in there. I've been like looking at the ingredients, things like that. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. I like that it has vitamin D, vitamin C, and all the other oils that are in OnGuard, like wild orange and clove and everything that's good for you. So I'm still exploring these, but compared to like the other droplets and the beadlets, I kind of like that I can like, it's a different texture. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling that. I don't know. I like it. It's not like chalky, weird or anything like that. So we're still exploring this, guys, because it's brand new. But I do want to talk about OnGuard. I got this book called Essential Emotions, and I was bathing with Bermago last night. That was really sexy, y'all. Working on my self-acceptance, you feel me? But it has, this is the book, Essential Emotions. Y'all know I'll be having some bomb books, so write it down. But it goes over all the individual oils and the blends. And what it said about OnGuard was that, of course, it helps with the immunity. This one lady, I gave her a beadlet one time, and she was like, oh, what is that, a spell? She was like, I know a protection spell when I feel one. So it strengthens the immune system, protects against negative energy, defends against attacks, both physical and emotional, whatever. Strengthens the inner self, along with inner resolve to stand up for oneself and live with integrity. Now, I love OnGuard. So this was really hitting me hard because I use OnGuard, like diffusing it. I use the wipes. I use the sanitizer. I'm smelling it a lot. So I feel like it's reinforcing this. It's helping you to maintain and resolve clear boundaries, cuts away unhealthy connections, such as codependency, emotional viruses, negative group thought. I mean, these are really big things, you guys. So we're all working on just raising our vibration, keeping our energy good. So I thought it was interesting that OnGuard was good for protection. So just wanted to share that with y'all. But the oils in it are wild orange, which is the oil of abundance, clove, which is really good for oral health, cinnamon, which we know that kills germs, off top, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So really good, I mean, staples in my house as far as the oils that are in it. So why not have the blend? The chewables though, y'all, really, I mean, come on, and you getting vitamin D, vitamin C, micronutrients. Come on, you're winning. You're winning, guys. That's what I have to say about the tablets.
Amen. And I love that they're so easy just to pop in. You know what I mean? You don't have to deal with the drops or whatever. You just pop it in your mouth and you're done. And it's recommended. I was watching today. I think it's adults take 2 to 3 a day. Does it say that on the packet?
It says that the serving size is like 2 to 3 of the tablets. Yeah, but I just be having one. It's I mean, I guess I'm not really doing it for the nutrients, but I feel like it's still good that I'm getting them in very small amounts. You know, there's sometimes you don't go out the house, you're not getting your sun, you're not having orange juice, you know, little things like that. So
awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. All right. Who wants to go next? Steph, you want to talk about Deep Blue? Oh, you're muted.
I was chewing before, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't chewing and I was dinner. It's a busy day. Yeah, I'll talk about this Deep Blue. This is not the one that came in the package. You know why? Because this came out of the air. I felt so much like Natalie, because Natalie always wins stuff. So we're in a convention and we're way up top. And they say, this is an amazing product. Stuff like this just doesn't fall out of the air, or does it? And then all of a sudden in the catwalks in the arena, there's these guys that are just throwing it on these little, parachutes all over the place. And immediately my head, I'm like, because that ain't never coming up here. So I sat there and I watched this person walk right above the head where we were and throw it over. And it was falling straight at my face. And I'm looking around, I'm thinking, I'm 5'8", watch this. Got it. So this is Doterra Deep Blue Stick. And this is kind of like OnGuard, where they're coming more and more with a lot more products. They have the lotion, they have the oil, they have the Deep Blue polyphenol complex, if you've got some head tension or some soreness. But that's all we were allowed to say, is some uncomfortable head tension or some uncomfortable feelings or soreness, because I say back in the day, last year, early on, they were very careful with how we dealt with the vernacular we used, how we talked about these products, because they don't want to get in trouble with the FDA. We cannot treat, cure, or disease. We have to be very careful with what we say. But the big thing with Deep Blue, besides the fact that it's a stick, it's a screw, it's like a little balm, and super easy, because I don't know if you've ever used the lotion and then touched something else afterwards. Unfortunately, like if you accidentally you forget, you just put it on and then you go to the bathroom, you're super icy for a minute. It's just a fact. Please don't do that. And it's not for personal use either. But this, you can just rub it on wherever you need it and go away. And I'm like, oh, that's great. It's Deep Blue and I've used it. It's been great. the other day, yesterday, I woke up and my knee, as things start to go in age, I'm like, it hurts. This is standing out here right on my desk. I'm like, well, screw this. And I put it on, gone. The pain from what might have been arthritis, because I can say both of those things, is now gone. I'm going to read this. And it says uses for temporary relief of minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with simple backache, strains, arthritis, bruises, and sprains. So that is a huge thing for this company. And it's just a lot more convenient because with the menthol and the oils in it, you don't want to touch anything else for a while.
Yeah.
So that's the Deep Blue. I have two.
I
One
love
came
that
in the
stick.
kit. Oh man. And then it smells so good.
It's the coolest thing to be able to look at the back and see like drug facts. I'm like, this is so legit. Like it really is the coolest thing. I just stared at it. I used it yesterday when I left the chiropractor. I put it all on my neck, my back. I mean, it's amazing. And then last night before I went to bed, I thought my hip was bothering me a little bit, rubbed it all on there. And I mean, I feel like it takes a little bit, it's like an easy, like a gradual type of thing. Like when I first put it on, I don't feel anything right away. Whereas I feel like when I use the Deep Blue lotion, I might have kind of felt it right away, but I don't mind it. I feel like it just creeps in on me and it's so powerful. Like I really like how well it works. And I agree, like my pain was just gone.
Yeah. And you're right, Natalie. It's got Copaiba in it, which I just call the booster for everything. So it's the Deep Blue, Copaiba. There is menthol in it. There is a natural ingredient in here that FDA has approved to say that you can, it's used for pain or arthritis. So that's why they now can claim that. And it's cool. Usually we're just looking for supplement facts, but it says drug facts on the back. And I mean, I always tell people LLV, the vitamins, bottom line, that's what you have to have no matter what. I would say this too, because you just have it for pain. I've not used it for a headache yet. I don't know if that's safe, but it'll make my eyes water. But I slept on my shoulder wrong. I'm using it for everything.
It's so handy too. And Berta asked in the chat, Courtney, did you share the Deep Blue with your chiropractor?
Oh, yes, I did. And they were so excited. They actually already used Doterra in the office, but it was still really cool to be like, and I just came back from convention and I got something don't nobody got right now. They were so excited. He showed his receptionist, like they can't wait to order it whenever it comes available.
That's awesome.
It's like a big
October
deal
1st.
for people.
That's really cool.
October 1st, by the way.
And if you guys don't mind too, because y'all know I'm all about the energetic side of the oils. So Deep Blue is really good also for surrendering pain. So apparently people who are resisting or avoiding emotions, Deep Blue really helps to assist with that.
How do they see me?
Rocky's here.
Hey, Rocky.
She's asking how do we see her?
How do they see me?
Let me see. Rocky, you just might have to share your video. So in the lower, I'm trying to unmute you. Let me see. In the lower left-hand side, it says start video.
Stop there.
There you go.
There she is.
She got help.
Yay.
That's a pretty face.
And
now unmute.
I'm just clicking ask to unmute you.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Yay, she made it.
Hi.
Just got this cute little toy I've been playing with, you know.
Awesome. Hey, so we're just gonna have you jump in. Are you ready to chat about vanilla?
Yes, girl. I keep smelling it like.
So funny.
Hi, Steph.
What's up, girl?
What's up?
We got to catch you up. We got to get your takeaways and everything else.
I just realized I was feeling some type of way, like everybody's ignoring me because I sent a message earlier, like, "Hey guys, what time does the thing start?" And the message never went through. It had the little red explanation. I was like, "Oh, nobody heard my message," so that's why nobody answered. So sorry, guys.
That's all right. So, what was your favorite takeaway from convention?
Oh my gosh, what part? Everything. I just love like the information, just the different stories, learning the background of Doterra, that what they really stand for, the integrity of the company. It was just like an overload of information. So that's like a hard question to just answer at once. But it just for me, like I'm big on that integrity, like the background of the company and what they do. as far as helping people and giving back. That was mind blowing for me. That was, I'm a baby crying and stuff. So I just love like people that are humanitarians and are not self-centered people, It's just beautiful to see that people aren't all greedy. Some people actually do want to give back to the community and give to people. And that was beautiful for me. And along with just finding out that we are like it's the SHIP.
Hello.
Nobody does what we do.
Oh, but Rocky, wasn't it maybe a little bit the crushing on Dr. Hill?
Right, Dr. Hill.
Girl, don't make me turn red. I'm gonna have to frame my little picture because yes, the next time I see him, I'm like, I told you I was coming.
Big lesson in manifestation.
Yes, Mr. Hill is my favorite because I really felt his passion. I could just feel that he was a genuine person, and he really I love when I see people show emotion because to me it shows me that you're a real individual. You're not just, this is not something you're making up. So that was touching for me. And the knowledge, I love a guy with wisdom. Mr. Hill, shout out to Mr. Hill.
Shout out to Mr. Hill, Dr. Hill.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey, girl.
All right. So do you want to jump in and share with our friends that are watching about vanilla?
Okay. Well, I have it. Now I am going to be using these in like my bath. The vanilla, I'll be using that in my bath soap. So it smells amazing. Just to know that it's essential oil. It's real. This is just fragrance wise, smells great in your bath. You can add a few drops to your little DIY bath soaks and it's amazing. I think it smells, and you don't need a lot of it. So this little bottle will go a long way. It's pretty potent, but that's it, guys. That's all I have to say about vanilla. I love it. It smells good. And I'm thinking about doing like some cupcakes and see how it tastes in the cupcakes. If it's vanilla, do some vanilla cupcakes.
Yeah.
Because it's Madagascar.
Yeah.
Like Madagascar is like top notch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like vanilla bean and Madagascar. It's like, hello, like name brand. That's your Fendi. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I enjoy like therapeutic baths. So I've already like dropped some in my bath with my soaks, and which are going to be coming soon. Use only Doterra products.
Right. It's also on October 1st. That's when this one comes available as well.
Yeah.
So, unless you got the kit.
And what I love about the Madagascar, they were saying that the majority of vanillas are like 90% of vanillas that we consume are synthetic. And that this is an absolute. So they said if it was an essential oil, it'd be like tar. So it does have a carrier in it. So it's not necessarily like an essential oil, it's an absolute. But you can, like Rocky said, you can ingest it. It smells amazing and it's very, very uplifting. It's good for anxiousness too. It's new. So I know there's a lot of the vanilla does. I just don't know it. I don't remember it all, but it smells awesome.
And it also reminds you of,
and it was so good.
Oh my God. Yes. Girl, that coffee you made us, Natalie. I'm not even a coffee person. That coffee was so good.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, I've been talking about that coffee. That coffee was delicious.
I got my cashews. Now you got to tell everybody how to make it now, real quick.
Yeah.
So real quick, how to make this coffee, make sure you get organic fair trade coffee. That's very, very important. So I do 2 cups of hot brewed coffee, put it in a blender, add a handful of raw organic cashews, 1 date, and now 1 drop of the vanilla absolute. And you blend that up in your really good blender and it's a frothy, creamy. So it's just the cashew cream and is sweetened with the date and a little bit of drop of that doTERRA vanilla. Delicious. So it's healthy and it's a nice little pick me up. And yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was amazing. Like, I can't wait to you. I'm not going to try to steal the recipe. I'll just let your thing. So the next time we get together, I'm going to be bugging you about that coffee.
Well, if y'all come to convention with us next year, I'll make one for everybody. I promise.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go ahead.
I'm like, I wanted to say really quick, the vanilla, I'm like, just putting it all for anybody who cares about this. I'm going to say it for every oil. Vanilla is the oil of pleasure. It's a very sensual oil. It's about allure and succulence. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all trying to bring that in, just remember vanilla.
I love
Okay.
it.
Okay. Book of essential oils over there.
Just the emotional one. I do, and I'm sorry, Natalie. I just want to make sure they understand with vanilla, because it's everyone was so excited. The room just erupted, but 80% of the vanilla comes from Madagascar, and with help of the healing hands, the harvest is so crucial.
Yes.
It's a source of employment for the rural communities and the integral part of the local economy. So the co-impact sourcing with the healing hands, they help fund a really exciting social impact product called Madeira Agricultural Center, which is being implemented in the growing and harvesting of all of this. So that's just more about what doTERRA does.
Yeah.
They're not going into these places saying, oh, this is where we find the vanilla. See ya. They're going in there, they're finding out where God put it, where it's the most potent, and then teaching those people how to harvest it and giving them a lifeline,
Yeah.
literally sometimes a water line, and then building up these communities. So it's not just they're taking from this community. One of my favorite oils is white fur. I can't get it anymore because it's endangered and it was hurting the environment. So doTERRA stopped sourcing it. And there was other companies that were like still doing it. And doTERRA said, I'm sorry, I will not hurt the environment or hurt these people until it's plush again. And then we can have it. But until then, here's Siberian fur. So that's just going along with the company.
Steph, what oil was that you said that they stopped?
That's the white fur. I just used my last drop of my last bottle this last week. It's, but you know what? And that, I mean, I got to respect that. It's like, that's what you got to do, man. It's almost gone. Leave it alone. You're hurting the people. You can't get it fairly. Stop it. And other companies did not, which was crazy. So you're like, oh, that's not cool.
Thanks for sharing that Madagascar story too. And it kind of goes back to what everybody was saying about doTERRA just having such good energy and creating amazing opportunity for people all over the world. And the Madagascar is just another story of how they're doing that.
One of the facts of the Madagascar that really stuck with me was the fact that it only flowers one day out of the year.
Yes.
And they hand pollinate it with these tiny little bamboo sticks. I was like, I remember saying in the convention when we heard that, like, if it was all that, it would be as much as Melissa oil, like rose oil. Like, come on.
And
they
it's a
hand doing it.
price. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was so cool. Well, let's see, Lydia, do you want to chat about, you have Hygge. I just learned how to pronounce it because I was watching the replay. And if anybody here went to convention or watched it live, you guys can watch the replay through September 30th, I think. And I watched Dr. Nicole Stevens teach us how to say Hygge. So it's like Hygge. That's how I remember how to say it, like Hygge. All right. So Lydia is going to tell us about Hygge and holy basil, the Tulsi.
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. I had to disconnect it. So yeah, Hygge. I know. You know what makes me remember how to pronounce it is "Hooked on a Feeling," the song, you know, from Guardians of the Galaxy. Hygge chugga, Hygge chugga. So that's why I remember it, because it has me hooked on a feeling.
Well, you guys mess up some names, so thank you for that.
It is actually, you know, for the Norwegian people, it's a way of life for them, and it's called Hygge, and it means comfort, coziness. And so doTERRA derived this oil to be cozy, and it's got cedar wood, and it's got wild orange and vanilla, and all of those really cozy, warm vetiver. It's a combination of all those different oils, and it gives you that feeling of being wrapped in a feeling of being wrapped in love. So it's a very appropriate name for it. So it's really cool.
No, wasn't much.
And you just use it. You can use it topically. It is definitely not an internal oil. So that's how you use it. Make yourself feel warm and cozy. Snuggle up with your hot tea and your Hygge oil. And your hottie.
And it smells like a hug. Like Lydia, you were
Yeah.
saying cozy. It smells like somebody's hugging you. And I watched Eliza Baycoat talk about emotional healing in one of the breakout sessions. And she said, if somebody is very sad or going through some grief, that this Hygge oil is going to be very, very comforting, almost like a warm hug for them. I mean, I'm diffusing it in my house now and it smells really, really good. So thanks for sharing that, Lydia. Did anybody else want to add about Hygge?
I did. I'm actually diffusing that right now and it smells amazing. I have what is that? I always forget the name of it, but it's really pretty.
The Rome.
Yeah, the Rome. So my whole house just smells just really cozy. Like it makes me want to go by the fireplace with a cup of hot chocolate or something. So I love it. It's amazing, guys. This is definitely one you got to get. It does smell cozy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to me to see it because I remember I'm like a big Pinterest head and I would be on Pinterest and I learned about Hygge some years ago. And so I'm like, oh, that's really cute. So when it's fall and winter, I like to try to bring in the Hygge vibes and those simple comforts, light a candle, have a cup of tea. And so I was like, oh, wow, how fun that they brought this oil. Like, I just thought that was pretty cute.
Yeah, it smells amazing. And Lydia, tell us about Holy Basil.
Holy basil is a sacred oil from, I'm sorry, I'm driving, so it's hard for me to look at my notes. But it's a very ancient oil, and it's a sacred oil, and it's designed for connecting your spirit, your soul, and your body to help bring the body and the soul together so that you have a better connection with your whole self. It's an oil of bringing in wholeness, and it's a very, very powerful oil. So it's used for healing. It's got like several different attributes for healing the body. It's good for the heart. It's good for the gut. It's good for anxiety support. There's just a ton of different things like that it really helps with stress levels, all kinds of things like that. Healthy brain support, healthy body support, and especially for, like I said, helping connect the body, soul together so that you're living in harmony, you're living in unity. So
that was such good content, Lydia.
Really good. Lydia always come with the facts.
She does.
That's my sister.
But just so you guys know, I bought holy basil, the herb, today and herbally grounded.
Yeah, me too. I love putting that in teas at nighttime and stuff like that. I'm really excited to work with the essential oil and just the metaphysical properties of it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I was reading much that is so beneficial. And I was like, you can't go wrong with these essential oils and the herbs. So I can't wait to experience that in a cup of tea and see how that's going to work.
So Samantha's going to talk to us tonight. We have a couple of new carrier oils. So we're all used to the fractionated coconut oil, but some people have sensitive skin. So Samantha, I think you're going to talk about the carrier oils and the Copaiba roller, right?
I am. Which would you like me to start with first?
Whatever you want.
Roller.
Okay. So for me, the best way I can understand them is that they're both similar, but you have the sensitive skin carrier blend, which is more for sensitive skin. So it's really just so it's formulated with like plant ingredients, but it's very gentle and comforting and calming and conditioning for the skin. But what makes it really special is that it has it's like a proprietary blend of fatty oils, which I think is really cool. So it has linoleic acid, which is an omega-3 fatty acid. And so that's really known to like fortify and like protect the skin's like moisture barrier, which I think is really cool. But it's very lightweight. It's like very easily absorbed. And I think what's great to remember about this one is that it is for sensitive skin. So you can be diluting it with your favorite essential oil. I believe their recommendation is like 1 part of the oil to like 4 to 5 parts of the carrier oil. And then, but of course, with, depending on the sensitivity of your skin, you would, adjust that accordingly. But you could put it in the bath, you could do it after a shower, which I think is best. And then you could also just kind of like apply it specifically to different areas that are drier, or that you want just more hydration and healthier looking skin. So that's what I think is really great about that, is that it's specifically targeted for the sensitivity, and it has that omega-3 linoleic acid in there, which is really cool. And then you have the body oil, which it's the same, both are colorless and odorless, which is great. But this is really just, what's really great about this is that it has, it's made from different plants. So it's just this pure natural plant-based oil. And I think it's like passion fruit and sunflower seeds and moringa and a few others. So it's just derived from plants. And again, you could use it in the bath, you could use it after a shower, and then you could apply it specifically to different areas, but it's just like exceptionally hydrating. And it's very lightweight. So I think it's ideal for like, if you want to do DIY massages, you could combine it with your favorite essential oils, and then kind of, you know, Courtney's like the expert on the emotional energy with the oil. So I guess ask Courtney like what emotional energy would work with what massage, and that would be
You're
really
so
cool.
funny, girl. Look, because I was listening to you like, listen to Samantha, expert talking about linoleic acid. Okay, tell us.
I like the geeky stuff. I like the
I
geeky.
love
part.
it. I love it because I was wondering about those body oils and the sensitive ones. So I'm really glad you went over that, because I was like, okay, I get it. I get
it. And then there's the Copaiba, which I really love this one because I feel like I was introduced to Doterra at the perfect time. Like I've been having a lot of skin issues, and I even said that right when we got there. I was like, I just have bad skin, and Courtney made it very clear, we're going to stop
We're
saying
not saying that.
So I don't say that anymore. But the Copaiba Touch is really great for skin. So it's really good for just like kind of promoting like a healthier, clear looking skin, overall like complexion, and just allows like, it manages like skin lesions. So what's really special about the Copaiba is that it is just Copaiba mixed with fractionated coconut oil, and it's a touch, so you could kind of just apply it topically to your skin. But what's really great with this is that it has high levels of, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but beta carotenoid. And what's really cool about that is that it kind of like signals and regulates the skin system. So it like modulates this like immune response. It's really cool. It's very scientific. But it actually just creates this like amazing skin appearance. So that's why I'm really excited with this product, because I finally feel like I found something that is like healthy for my skin, that I can protect my skin with and not feel like nervous that I'm like putting all these toxins into my body. So I think that this product is perfect for that. So I'm really excited that they came out with something so easy like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was great. I love that everybody has such different strengths so that you guys can like shine. Cause I was like, dang, you guys are blowing my mind right now. That was really good.
Look who our leader is.
Okay. Look who brought us together.
I just wanted to add something quick to it. As far as the Copaiba, like as far as like scars and everything, I'm so in agreement with Samantha. I've actually been using that on everybody knows why I had a surgery on my foot, and it's a pretty ugly scar, and it is really like reduced today. I could not believe when I was looking at it at the bottom, it's almost fading away. Like, and it looked, it was so thick, like it looked like a keloid. And I was asking my doctor, like, oh my God, is my skin kidding? He's like, no. He was like, that it's just, you know, you're going to go through a healing process. But with the oil, the fractionated oil, and of course, other little things, but even when I use it by itself, like, I think that has been the main ingredient to getting my scar. I want my foot to look the same. So it's just been very helpful. I'm so grateful to be introduced to this oil. It has made me feel better about my foot in the healing process. So I'm grateful for that.
Thanks for sharing that, Rocky.
It's so amazing.
No problem. No problem.
Courtney, did you want to share the energy behind the Copaiba?
Girl, you know, I haven't got all my little pages marked so I can let y'all know. So I can let y'all know about them all. Yeah, Copaiba actually it says it's the energy of unveiling. I have so many books that could talk about what Copaiba does, but it really helps you to cut through all the bullshit. Please excuse my French. But so anything with like vulnerability, kind of moving through your past, any darkness going on and things like that, it is like an energetic superhero to me. I mean, it just helps with so much. So yeah, unveiling with the Copaiba. Hygge, by the way, is bringing in sanctuary, whether by yourself, also with other people. Okay, we're gonna go over the Abode line, and I'm gonna just say that right now. It's about accountability. It's a powerhouse and cleansing some energy with that. And then I know I still got to go over Osthmanthus, but Tulsi, just like how Lydia was saying, it is about spiritual integration. So that was very beautiful to me. I'm not going to get into all the specifics. Y'all can hit me up individually. I'm always down to talk about it. Anybody on the team and whatever. So yeah, really get the book. It's been a blessing to my life already. And I just started reading it a couple days ago. So.
Ooh, thank you for that. I need to get that updated book. So
yeah, I'm like thinking, I'm like, okay, after I have to text her what this book is.
Yeah,
it's incredible, y'all.
So since you just mentioned Abode, Rocky, we had you on here to talk about the blend Abode and what's in it, and then maybe if Courtney, you want to share the energy behind it, and then I'm going to share the entire Abode line, the entire new cleaning line. We're gonna finish with this big cleaning line. So Rocky, do you want to share with us what's in the Abode?
Me? Wait. No, but just 1 second. Let me get my little book. Can somebody else talk about
Well,
something?
yeah, I can talk about Osthmanthus
Yes.
because I also was supposed to talk about Osthmanthus. So we got that in our kit as well. It came in a roller. So the Copaiba came in a roller. The Osthmanthus came in a roller. They're both really good for skin. So Rock, you can use that too on your scars and all that little stuff. Yeah, so this is Doterra be coming through with like special things, right? So Osthmanthus is something that it's actually really hard for me to find as much information on as other things. I'm talking just single oils, finding information about them. And I was like, well, this is a special little baby, isn't it? So very good for the skin. I know that for sure. What I found in my book, Gift of Essential Oils, it says that Osthmanthus is about joy and newness and balance. I struggle. Let me watch my words. Samantha, you hear me? See how we can just so quickly do that? I am working on I'm working on my attachments, right? And so the affirmation that was with Osthmanthus is I release attachment to outcome and embrace unexpected surprises. That was a really big deal for me. I don't know about everybody else out there, but joy is a big thing that I definitely want to cultivate more of in my life. Balance. Don't we all need more of that? And newness. That is very important. If don't nobody mind me quoting the Bible, because y'all know I'll do it all day. It says, put on the new man. Take off the old man and put on the new man. So it's like we're all coming out of some things. We're all healing through things. We're all in a process. But the newness is something that I think is really important for us to embrace. So that's really all I have to share about Osthmanthus. I would encourage you to do your own research, develop your own relationship with Osthmanthus. But I appreciate Doterra giving us something special, y'all.
And now that she got you all excited about Osthmanthus, I have to tell you, the only way you can buy it is in the convention kit. It came free. It came for free for those of us that were getting the convention kit. Wow. So I don't know if it's going to be available in the other convention kits. In the past, you could only get it at convention, but due to this year being different. So I think the convention kits will be available. Stephanie can maybe double check on this. I think it's October 1st. So if you did want to get that convention kit, and get the Osthmanthus, that's the only way you can get it. And the kit is reduced over $120. So if you were to buy all the things in the kit individually, it'd be over $120 more. So if you do want Osthmanthus, you've got to be all excited about it. The only way you can get it is in that convention kit. So just so you know.
Yeah, and they sold out at convention. And usually they'll tell us, okay, you can only get 2 kits. And then on the last day, you can go get a 3rd kit or something else. they sold out. And then you like the group boards were like, oh my God, they sold out. And they're like, everybody got there too. But you know, it's a crazy year. You don't know how many people are going to be there or whatever, but they are making it available. But if you see it, get it as soon as you can. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to jump into the Abode line real quick because I wanted to do a hard stop at 7 just to respect everybody's time. And I have a couple of other announcements to make. So Rocky, do you just want to tell us in like 30 seconds what's in that Abode line or what's in the Abode oil?
Yes, I want to be really quick. I just love some of the main ingredients, like it having lemon eucalyptus, which is one of my favorite. Smells beautiful. The tea tree oil, the eucalyptus. It has a lot more, but those are some of my favorites. I just love how it's refreshing, cleansing, purifying. For me, if anybody knows, I love like making my own products. So I'm already looking for ways to incorporate this. Because I came home, was like throwing away stuff. Like, I don't want any of the toxic stuff in my house. So I'm throwing everything away. I have tried the dishwasher liquid, awesome. The surface cleaner, I haven't busted into that yet because it's so pretty. You know, the bottles, you just want to sit them there, but it's like
It's so beautiful.
And I'm going to show those bottles right now.
Yes.
And the Abode oil, like she said, has yummy oils in it. I'm diffusing it now. It cleans the germs out of the air. Something that they were teaching us was think of OnGuard as anything on or in the body. So we're going to be using OnGuard to clean germs on our hands, you know, to put inside of us to boost our immune system. So OnGuard is really going to be for on and in the body. And we're moving everything over. There she is, girl. Yeah. We're moving over to the Abode line for all things home. Cleaning the home. And so I'm going to just share rapid fire real quick. There is all these glass containers. So what you would do is you would buy the glass containers. And then when you would go to order the things, it's going to be in biodegradable, recyclable packaging. So like, for instance, this is the hand wash and it is concentrated. So here's a little aluminum bottle of the hand wash. And you only need to fill up the hand wash to this little line right here. And you fill up the rest with water. So I now have my glass bottle hand wash. It's concentrated. When I'm done with this aluminum bottle, it's going to get recycled. And Stephanie reminded me, 100% of aluminum is recycled. Plastic's a little harder to recycle. The other new things that I'm super excited about is the new dish soap. I am loving my dish soap. I already used it. You're going to buy it in the aluminum bottle, dump the whole thing in, and you've got your dish soap. Smells yummy. And the other one I love, you guys, this is really cool because it's this little surface spray. Look how cute, this little teeny concentrated bottle. This is all you need. You dump the whole thing in and you fill the rest with water. And I love that your kids, your dogs, anybody can like lick the surfaces after you've cleaned them and it's not going to be toxic like Clorox or things like that. So loving this. And then the other one is the hand lotion. So the hand lotion and the hand soap does have a little bit of citrus bloom in it as well as the Abode. So it's going to kill germs naturally, but it smells really good. And you're going to buy it in this little, this little packet right here, and you just dump it all in and then you can easily recycle this. So it's way less plastic, which I love. And the two other things Courtney or Rocky jumped in and was sharing with you a little bit, these little awesome, dishwasher pods, all natural dishwasher pods with all the cleansing oils of the ones Rocky was sharing with you that are in the Abode oil. And then we have the natural laundry pods as well. So I'm super excited to use this, you guys. The packaging's eco-friendly. Something that it says here is that your home is an ecosystem. So you have to feel good about the products that you bring into it. Into your home. And so it features natural ingredients, reusable packaging, and each product has powerful plant-based formula-free. It's a plant-based formula. It's free from phosphates, phthalates, dyes, chlorine, and synthetic fragrances. So you can actually bring in this biodegradable, like amazing smelling, really effective stuff into your home and know that you're not harming your entire household, which is really awesome. So I'm super excited about this line. Does anybody else want to share anything with that before we wrap things up? And I have a couple more announcements real quick.
One more thing that I thought was amazing about this. So for urinary issues and parasites, You can apply this to the bottoms of your feet and or over your kidney area or lower abdomen. Like, I thought that was amazing. So
Okay.
I
With
was
the
like, wow.
Abode?
Yes, and it also is
Okay.
it's a insect repellent as well. So
That's
just so
awesome.
you know.
Doesn't it blow your guys' mind all the things these oils can do? I mean, come
Oh
on.
my God.
It's just so amazing. If anybody has questions, please put them in the chat. I'm going to just share a couple more things and I have a giveaway. So I'm just going to share this with you. We do have upcoming events, and just so you know, it's not too late to invite people tomorrow night here at my house at 6 p.m. We're doing an Essential Oil 101 class. This is for everybody. You can RSVP here, bring your new friends. And then right after that 6 p.m. class, by the way, if they want to get started with oils, they get started with you. So we will help educate them, and then you can be there to help them get started. And then right after that 6 p.m., it rolls into our customer appreciation party. And you guys all know we're going to have all the new products. We're going to have some summertime sips, some light snacks. But you remember those DIY bath salts that we made at convention? Well, guess what? I bought everything to recreate them here at my house. So everybody who comes gets to make a free bath salt. So we want to let our customers know that we love them and we appreciate them. So that is tomorrow night. And we're actually going to stick with the third Friday of every month. So look at your third Friday of October, November, and December, because we will do this through the end of the year. The third Friday of every month will always be a 101 at 6 o'clock, rolling into a 7 o'clock customer appreciation. And everybody who comes to that 6 p.m. gets to stick around and hang out and make those bath salts for free. So it's kind of a good way for them to come into our community and see what we do. And like, hey, if you want to be a part of this, let's get you started with a kit of oils and get you empowered in your own home. What was that?
Absolutely. It's going to be great. It's always a pleasure.
And you guys came to that class last month, right?
Yeah, we did. It was amazing.
Oh, good.
Beautiful event.
I'm glad you guys liked it. Sorry, I'm fire hosing because we're running out of time, but another thing is if anybody has somebody out of town, we are doing on September 20th, which is this coming Monday, an Essential Oils 101. We're going to learn the basics of essential oils from our own home. We're going to cover the 3 ways to use the oils and the 3 cool things about essential oils. So anybody can RSVP at this link. I'm
going to be out of town. Yay.
And it's for anybody at any time. It's 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to start maybe doing this the third, or I'll figure it out. It's the 3rd or 4th Monday of every month. So it's always a constant. We'll always have an online event and we'll always have an in-person event, and we'll lock in that time. So, it's constantly happening every month. So if they want to RSVP, they can RSVP here with this link, and I'll share it with all of the leaders on the call. I'll share it it's already shared in our Team Revolution Wellness page. So if you're looking for that link, go look for it there. And if you need it, let me know. And that way your peeps can RSVP. And it will come with like a little reminder and everything.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And one last thing, one of my other favorite takeaways, Dr. Riggs, we have a lot of doctors with Doterra. Some of the questions that I was asked when I was at Doterra was, and people were texting me, when you're there, can you please find out if I lost the sense of taste and smell, what do I do? All right. Well, I spoke with the perfumist who created the Hugge Blend, and also Dr. Riggs shared this link. He said, you can train your olfactory system to remember. And the perfumist said the same thing. You would take an herb out of your herbal cabinet, right? Cinnamon. And you would look at the bottle and say, cinnamon, this is supposed to smell like spicy and, I don't know, cinnamony. You say, this is cinnamon, and you smell it and you say, this is cinnamon. So you can do that with the spices in your cabinet, but Dr. Riggs found this, and you can see it here. I've not typed it out yet. He couldn't say it because it's not compliant, but he could share the link with us. So maybe somebody can type out this link and we can go and look at the research that was done specifically on these 4 essential oils that help people train their olfactory system to get their sense of taste and smell back. This is powerful. I watched this. It was in day 3 of the Terra Talks. If you guys want to watch Dr. Riggs speak about this, it was pretty cool. So that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you all.
Yeah.
Berta, Susan, do you guys have any questions, or does anybody else want to close with anything or have any questions to share? You guys, this was awesome.
Yes.
I just wanted to add about the Abode line, which really sold me, is that it actually had the essential oils that cut grease. Because I feel like I'd never trusted like organic type of cleaning products. Because I'm like, oh, that's not going to do anything. So that was something that really resonated with me, that like the oil is known to cut grease. So that was a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about it twice when they came out with Abode until they described it. They're like, we wanted to really focus on, you know, disinfecting. And then it was so popular. They're like, we really need to focus on cleaning.
Yeah.
And I had one quick, that amazing part when they showed us those slides with the actual bacteria on it, and they showed us them spraying like the different type of bacteria. So I was like, so they got me. It kills germs. So
Thank
that was
you for reminding me of that. This is something I completely forgot. Yeah, those Petri dishes, like you guys were just saying, they don't just throw a bunch of oils in here because they smell good.
Yeah.
They do massive research on every single oil that's going to disinfect and kill germs naturally, cut the grease, all the things. Like Rocky said, those Petri dishes, there's so much science that goes into this. And it suds up really nice, the soap. My whole sink is filled with suds, which is nice. For a natural product, that's hard to find.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Thanks for sharing that. Anybody else want to just share any last minute things before we hop off? Or anybody have questions?
I'm just grateful that we did this. I learned so much about my
Super
kids.
grateful.
I set up my little modular trays and set my little stuff up. I can't wait to be cleaning some stuff in my kitchen with my Abode line.
Right.
It's really exciting.
I'm just feeling the female empowerment. It's just nice.
Yes.
Love it. I love it.
It's nice to see all of you.
Yes, definitely.